Hey, good afternoon, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me again as I drop another gem that will help you, in the process of purchasing life insurance. So today, what I'll be speaking on is the 7 factors that play a role not only in life insurance companies accepting or denying you, but also how your premium will be calculated. And just to say, these 7 factors will count towards the majority of life insurance policies. There are some policies out there where not all 7 of these factors may matter, maybe no factors matter. I'm not going to get too deep into different type of policies, right? But to start off with the first factor, right, that will be age. Age is one of the number one factors. So when it comes to age, the younger that you are, the cheaper your life insurance premiums are going to be, right? On the other hand, not only the older you get, do the premiums increase, but you can, basically, disqualify yourself for certain policies due to your age. For example, I had one client that was 66. She wanted to get a 30-year term, right? But she couldn't because she was past, the age. I want to say for that company, I think the cutoff age for a 30-year term was maybe like 58 or something like that. So she could only settle for a 20-year term, due to her age. So again, the younger that you are, the cheaper it is. So, even if you don't, have kids or a wife, if you have a family that depends on you, or if you plan on having, a family in the future, I will go ahead, and get a policy locked in. I'm 25 right now. I got my first policy when I was 22. I don't have any kids. I'm not married, but I do plan on having it. So I do have a 6-figure policy, already set up that I pay $17 a month for. You really can't beat that, right? But to continue, the second factor that will play a big role, this won't really count towards denying you, but it'll play a role in your premium, and that'll be your gender. So women are expected to outlive males. Therefore, when it comes to life insurance, women will have cheaper premiums, for their age group compared to males, just due to that the statistic that women, outlive males. Right. So number 3 on our factors of list of 7, number 3 will be your motor vehicle history report. So if you are the type of person that has a lot of DWIs, a lot of unpaid tickets, not only can you put yourself in a position to where, your premiums could be higher, but you could put yourself in a position to where a life insurance company can just flat out decline you. So motor vehicle plays a very important role. So for you guys out there, make sure you guys drive safe. If you guys got tickets, make sure you pay them off. And of course, do not drink and drive. Number 4, and this is very, very important. Number 4 will be your criminal history. So if you have felonies on your record, it's not going to automatically result in a decline, but it will be for sure that a life insurance company will up your premium. And most of these companies, what they'll do is they will charge you an extra $5 per $1,000 of insurance that you apply for. So I'm not a math whiz, so if I'm wrong, please forgive me. But if you have a felony on your record and you apply for a $100,000 policy, right, not only are you going to be paying your premium, let's say your premium is $35 a month, right? Now they're going to tack on another $5 per 1,000, right? And I think 1,000 goes into 100 grand, 1,000 times, right? Or 100 times? Yeah, 100 times. 100 times 1,000 would equal 100,000. Like I said, I'm not a math whiz, but that can result in an extra $500 a month on your premiums due to that. So, and misdemeanors weight, or 100 times, yeah, 100 times. 100 times 1,000 would equal 100,000. Like I said, I'm not a math whiz, but that can result in an extra $500 a month on your premiums due to that. So, and misdemeanors will count as well. Not all misdemeanors, but more serious ones, repeat misdemeanors. So criminal history plays a significant role. Like I said, that won't be all kinds of policies. I've had experiences with felons, and I got them certain policies, more limited policies, but their record was not a factor. So like I said, there are policies out there where these, really won't be a factor. right? So number 5, which is just important as number 4, will be your medical history, right? So if you have serious medical conditions, cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's, dementia, heart failure, you've had a history with seizures or strokes, these play a significant role in the life insurance process, because not only can these companies, decline you, but they can upcharge you. So the saying out there is health is wealth. So I would definitely encourage all people to be as healthy, as they can, because I've seen these companies just, flat out either decline people, or they'll up the charge so high to where it's not even affordable. And for example, one time I had a client, her start off quote was about, I think it was like $100 a month. She had a history of strokes, and I mean, they accepted her, but they just upcharged her, and her premium went from $100 a month to about $350, and it got to a point to where it was like, hey, it's not affordable. So like I said, health is wealth. Be as healthy as you can. Right. So number 6 on our list will be tobacco use. Now, I haven't had anybody ever get declined for tobacco, so I'm not sure if that's a possibility, but it is for sure a possibility that you will get upcharged if you smoke tobacco, whether it's cigarettes, cigars. Now, some companies will give you a little bit of leeway if it's not a lot of cigar use, or maybe you dip from time to time. Some companies it won't be an issue, but for the majority of companies, if tobacco comes up, in your blood after you take a medical exam, they're definitely going to upcharge you, right? So I would encourage people to knock that habit, because if you're younger, like if you're my age, 25, you might not really see a big increase, but the older that you get, your premium could possibly double. Right. So number 7, and this is the last, and this is very important as well. So the last thing that these companies will look at will be your height ratio compared to your weight. So not only can this result in you getting declined, but it can also up your premiums, but it could lower your premiums. So majority of these life insurance companies have different rate classes that they will have based on your height and weight. So for example, if you're 6'2" and you weigh 180 pounds, you won't even get a standard quote. You get a preferred quote, meaning that, your premiums will be cheaper. Now, on the other hand, if you're 5'4" and you weigh 250 pounds, you're probably going to get upcharged, because these companies have different, like I said, tables based off of your height compared to your weight. So again, when it comes to life insurance, like I said in my first video, that this is the easiest way to pass on generational wealth, and health as well. So, you guys want to make sure you're taking care of each other. So again, to go over those 7 again, number 1 is age. Number 2 is gender. Number 3 is motor vehicle history report. Number 4 is criminal history. Number 5 is medical history. Number 6, tobacco use. Number 7 is your height and weight ratio. These are the 7 things that will play a role not only in how life insurance companies accept or decline you, but also how your premium will be determined. So I want to thank you guys so much for subscribing and watching this video. Please leave comments. I would love to answer any questions that you guys may have. And also tune in next week. Next Wednesday, I'll drop another video with another gem that'll help you guys out in this process. Thank you so much.